Hey guys! Sorry for being gone so long. I posted something on Friday the 13th kind of explaining what happened, but essentially the laptop I normally edit on has decided it is far too old to be reading discs anymore, so it just kind of decided to retire on the spot. Just one day, no, I'm done. And so I'm like, are you sure? Oh, come on. It's like, no, I'm almost 10 years old, I'm done. So I spent a couple weeks trying to fiddle with it, and I realized it was just a no-go. So I ended up ordering an external DVD drive, and it has worked like a charm, honestly. I've been having to fight with my laptop to read the discs for the longest time. It would take like 3 hours for it to get like 5 scenes because it just didn't want to read them. So in retrospect, that was a sign things are going south. But just being able to put in a disc, have it immediately load, get the scene, and then move on to the next one is just it's a simplicity I'm adjusting to, but I like it. I should have done it a long time ago when I first learned external DVD drives existed, but long story short, that's what's been going on. But I'm back now, and due to the issues, I'm a lot behind on the previous upload schedule I had planned, so I posted a new schedule over on my community page if you want to check that out. That kind of gives you a rough idea of what to expect for the rest of the year. But since this is my first video back after a while, I thought it would be good to just do a couple little fun videos to kind of get back in the groove of things. And I have been really interested in Easter eggs lately. I love looking for them. I love learning about them. So I thought it might be fun to do a couple videos about Easter eggs, especially since there's a couple things I've noticed about the show that I've been like waiting to mention. I'm like, where do I mention this? And this gives me the perfect opportunity to do that. So with that being said, let's jump right into 10 little Easter eggs or just fun facts that you might have missed in Charmed. So the first one is something I noticed when watching season 3 for the Mistakes of Season 3 video, and it was in the episode Magic Hour, where Phoebe and Piper go to the bookstore and run into Cole while they're waiting to check out. And I was just so fascinated watching this scene because I miss Borders. Like, remember Borders? I used to love going there. I still remember their setup. That's where I got all my Charmed magazines, and I still have all the tags from every Inuyasha book I ever bought from them. Memories. But, while I was on my little nostalgia trip, I noticed something sitting there on the checkout counter, and at first I was like, no way. But upon closer inspection, I was like, oh my gosh, it is! There are Charmed books sitting there on the counter. How cool is that? The one is, I'm pretty sure that's Whispers from the Past, and then the other is, The Crimson Spell? It's a little bit harder for me to see, but that kind of looks like the cover, so I think it's the Crimson Spell. But either way, I still think it's really cute that they snuck that in there, especially since Whispers from the Past was one of my favorite ones on the novels, if only because of the spell on the back, which says, a shard of mirror for a broken reflection, a pocket watch with a cracked face, a cache of herbs to burn for protection, all will send me to another time and place. I don't know, there was just always something I loved about that, and I just think it's really cool they put those in there. Number 2. In the season 4 episode, A Night to Remember, there is a picture of Paige with a co-worker on the board at her office, which is how the evil enchantress figures out that she and Paige are identical, but it's not actually the character Paige in the photo, but rather a behind-the-scenes photo of Rose McGowan with the show's costume designer, Eilish. I've had this one saved since doing the video on the evil enchantress, since I recognized Eilish's name from the episode credits and researching the cast drama videos, so it was nice to finally fit this fun fact somewhere. And it also makes me wonder if all of the photos on the board are of the crew from the show, because honestly that would be awesome. Number 3. Speaking of A Night to Remember, this episode first aired on November 1st, 2001, which was not too long after the September 11th attacks, so in the episode, Charmed shows solidarity by having Piper use a God Bless America cup in the opening, and Phoebe wearing an American flag top towards the end, which she also wore in a promo the girls did supporting the Red Cross at the time.
In this time of need, the American Red Cross is profoundly grateful for your generous outpouring of support.
A long period of uncertainty and recovery awaits us all. Thanks to your contributions, the Red Cross is providing life-saving assistance, including food, shelter, grief counseling, and precious blood.
We still need your help. Please call 1-800-HELP-NOW to offer your financial support for this and other disasters. Together, we can save a life.
Which I thought was really cool of them. I know that they had their differences behind the scenes, but it was nice to see that they could put their differences aside to come together for a good cause. Number 4. In the season 5 episode Lucky Charmed, Seamus uses a couple of golden nuggets to give the girl some luck, and right after Phoebe receives hers, there's a knock at the door, and Phoebe says,
Who's it gonna be? George Clooney? Justin Timberlake?
which is a nod to Alyssa Milano dating Justin Timberlake around that time. Number 5. In the opening credits for season 2, there's a scene of Prue telekinetically moving a vase, but that particular scene never actually aired in an episode, only ever appearing in the credits. I'm pretty sure it was meant to be part of the episode Witch Trial, since Prue is wearing the same hairstyle and outfit as she does in that episode, and the way she moves the vase in the scene makes it seem like she is unsure about her powers, which was definitely a running theme in that episode. So yeah, I've always thought it was fun identifying and matching scenes from opening credits to the episodes they came from, and I even thought that might be a fun video idea one day, but I could not place this vase. I was like, was it the urn and feet of clay? No. Did she move a vase to prove her powers to Andy? No, that was a pyramid thingy, but it looks like season 2 Prue, right? When I rewatched Witch Trial, it finally clicked. Number 6. In the season 8 episode, The Young and the Restless, Paige says,
Please tell me I'm not dreaming about myself. Why can't I dream about somebody cool, like, I don't know, Quentin Tarantino?
which is a reference to Rose McGowan starring in Quentin Tarantino's film Grindhouse. Number 7. Season 1 both begins and ends with a rose, with the rose in the premiere representing a love that died trying to hurt them, and the rose in the finale representing a love that died trying to protect them. And I always thought the symbolism was really beautiful and a great way to bookend the seasons. So this one is a bit more of a fun fact than an Easter egg, but I still thought it would be fun to include. Number 8. After Prue's death at the end of season 3, we see Piper go into Prue's room and put on her coat, but as Little Ton Pace on Tumblr discovered, Phoebe actually wore some of Prue's clothes in later episodes too. She wore Prue's coat from Awakened in the episode Merry-Go-Round in season 4, and the same necklace Prue wore in the episodes Apocalypse Not and Just Harried in the episodes Centennial Charmed and Nymphs Just Wanna Have Fun. And, while we're on the topic of outfits, when I included this photo of Alyssa and Holly in a previous video, I hope I remembered to mention that to me it looks like something Alyssa wore in the show, but I couldn't quite place it. Well, I finally found it. It's the white version of the black dress she wore in Saving Private Leo. It feels so much better to finally be able to place it. And just one more fun fact about clothing on the show is that in the season 1 episode, Dream Sorcerer, I'm pretty sure, I think it's the scene where Prue sends back the drink that creep sends her. In that scene, Shannon was wearing the same dress she had for the season 1 promotional photos, which is one of the few, if not the only times that they actually wore an outfit from their promotional photos in an actual episode. And if it had to be one, I'm so glad it was this one. I always loved this dress. Shannon looked fantastic in it. It's a Betsy Johnson crushed velvet purple dress. I don't think you can get it anymore, but trust me, if I ever had the opportunity, it would be coming home with me because I love this dress more than almost any other outfit on the show, to the point where when I saw that episode of Friends, oh my gosh, I don't even remember which episode it was. I'll find it and then I'll insert it here. The girl that played Jade in The Wedding from Hell wearing the same dress, it threw me for a loop. I'm like, okay, let me process this. The bad guy from an episode of Charmed is on Friends wearing one of the sisters' dresses. It's so hard to wrap your head around, but it's so cool to me. And with that being said, I'll finally drop it and stop talking about the clothes, but just know that I love the clothes of Charmed and I could talk about it all day, but we're done for now. And moving on to number 9, credits for this one go to WGRRA Becca, I think, on TikTok for this one, because I would have never caught this, but they noticed that in the season 6 finale, It's a Bad, 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 Bad World, the ice cream truck that appears after the world's shift in balance is playing the exact same tune as the creepy ice cream truck from the season 3 episode, We All Scream for Ice Cream.
Okay, riddle solved. Now you can stop humming that stupid song.
Someone help! Please! Someone! No!
You know, this episode is the very reason why I have never gone up to an ice cream truck ever. We actually have one that goes by sometimes during the summer, and I just plug in a pair of headphones until it goes away because it's like, nope, evil little truck, continue on your merry way. Oh my god, you guys are never gonna believe what just happened. I can't believe what just happened. I'm literally sitting here working on this video, and do you want to know what just happened? That freaking ice cream truck just came by. I haven't seen that thing in months, and no sooner do I mention it in this video that it shows up again. Oh, stuff like this is why I believe in a higher power, because no way. I mean, I believe in coincidences, but no, not this. No way. You can tell that Friday the 13th is getting close because weird stuff like this just keeps happening. Yeah, I just wanted to mention that because it's too crazy not to. Okay, back to the video. And finally, number 10, which is someone on Charmed must have really loved hot air balloons because it turns out there were many photos of them hidden in plain sight throughout the show's run. Huge credit to Gaga Bush. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that, so I'm very sorry if I mix that up, but, huge credits to them for catching this because I never would have got that ever. And the scenes that are playing in the background right now are actually from their video deep diving into it and showing all the hot air balloons they spotted, which I'm sure was no easy task. This feels like one of those things that you'd have to have an eagle eye to spot, so I've included their video in the description, so if you have a moment, it would be really awesome if you could pop on over and show their video some love. But yes, those are 10 little, okay, maybe a bit more than 10 little Easter eggs that have popped up in the show, and this video was so fun to make. Honestly, I'd been feeling a little bit burnt out on making videos since it felt like every time I tried, something would happen to throw a wrench in it, so it was really nice to find some inspiration again. And I actually wrote this sitting in a parking lot waiting in the car while my sister ran into the grocery store, and it was a cold day and it was, very much fall weather, and I don't know, it just made me very happy. And plus it was a nice way to show some of the stuff I've noticed while rewatching the show, and it was just fun. So how about you? Have you noticed any Easter eggs or fun facts throughout the show's run? Let me know because I really do love them. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. Bye!